Hey guys, Ash here from C4 Retech, and yesterday we unboxed the Xbox Series X and nobody pretty much saw that video. But so today we've got yet another special unboxing, again for nobody to see, the Xbox Series S. So this is the lower priced Xbox, this current gen Xbox, and it's got certain few differences from the Xbox Series X. So in this video, let's go ahead and unbox it, and I'm going to talk about what the pros and cons of this Xbox are. So any which ways, this is the Series S, 512 gigs of storage. We've got, of course it's white. We've got a white colored controller with it. And over here we've got 120 FPS. So this again does 120 FPS, just like the X, but it would do it at lower resolutions. Then we've got velocity architecture, 512 gig, super fast SSD, variable refresh rate, HDR, disc-free gaming. So they're calling that a feature now. The fact that it does not have a Blu-ray drive. So yeah, and then there's pretty much what's in it. And we've got Power Your Dreams, just like we have with the Xbox Series X. It's got the same marketing slogan going for it. And yeah, let's go ahead, open it up. So pull tab here. Oops. Came off easier on the Series X. And oops, there are more pull tabs. So guys, the big change here, like I said, is the the resolution, but also the storage is half of what we get over here. Now, the problem with that is this generation, for the Xbox Series X and Series S games to be run from external storage, you're gonna have to buy a Seagate storage card that Microsoft sells, and that costs about 80% of what this does. And in the US, this is $299, and the storage card is around $220. So in all markets, it should be proportional. That kind of puts a damper on things. Any which ways, let's get to that. Opening, and this is the Series S. It's pretty small, but before we get to it, so this is something, this is just basically your quick start guide kinda. And then we have the power adapter and HDMI cable. So this is high-speed HDMI. I don't think this is HDMI 2.1, I'm not sure. And then we have the regulatory information. This is the controller. So guys, with the Series S, you get a white controller. Now, something I didn't talk about in yesterday's video, something I realized after I set up the Series X, is that unlike with Sony and the PlayStation, with Microsoft, the last gen controllers will work with the current gen consoles, and the current gen controllers will work with the last gen consoles. So if you have already spent on controllers, if you already own an Xbox One, One X, whatever, last gen Xbox, then you can continue to use the same controllers. So I actually had I actually had my Xbox, the controller that I got with the Oculus. I had that paired yesterday with the Series X, and it worked flawlessly. So that was not an issue at all. So again, the controller is pretty similar. It's just a cosmetic difference. We still have the textured grip here. It is still, it still takes 2 AA batteries, and wow, this is difficult to get out. Yes, 2 AA batteries. And it's the same layout. And let me actually get the black controller. So these are the controllers, so pretty much identical except for the color. And now this is your last gen controller. So the D-pad is a little different. There's more texture to the back. There is actually texture now. There wasn't any texture. The rest texture to the L2R2 or LTRT in this case. So it's a little different, you could say a little refined, but any which ways, enough about the controllers. Let us now get to the Series S. So removing this, and opening it up. I mean, from a pricing perspective, I would probably expect this to be priced somewhere under the 30K mark in India, which would make it cheaper than the digital edition PS5. And if you're someone who doesn't, the aim here, or rather what Microsoft is saying, is if you don't have a 4K TV, or if you don't have a high refresh rate on your 4K TV, if you just want to play 1080 or 1440p high refresh games, then this is a console that can do that. Now guys, remember the PS5 as of now, it does not have 1440p support. Sony says they're just looking at the TVs initially, so it can either do Full HD or jump up to 4K. There's no in between there, because 1440 isn't a resolution you find on TVs, it's more on monitors. So here is the Series S. It's got a speaker-esque look. You know, on a desk, this would pretty much look like a bookshelf speaker. But hey, this is the Series S. It's very, very slim and light, or rather small and light, not really slim. So we've got this USB port, sync button. This is your on-off key. To the back, we have the Ethernet port, two super speed USBs, the HDMI out, expandable storage for, the port for proprietary storage expansion, power, and that's it. So guys, the I/O is pretty similar to what we saw on the Series X, so there's not a lot different there. So guys, one thing I wanted to point out was that this has half the storage as this. The internal storage, what is usable for us would be around 300 and some gigs. On this, it's 800 and some gigs. So that is a vast difference there. And given that this does not have a Blu-ray drive, you're gonna have to pay a full price for all the games you buy. So let's say Assassin's Creed Valhalla right now, it starts at 4,000 rupees. Now, if you wanna actually pick it up used in a month or so, the store rates are not gonna go down on Microsoft Store, on even Sony's digital store. It's gonna remain at 4,000 for a while. But if you're gonna buy it used, or if you're even gonna pick up a new one at a store, a physical disc, it's often found cheaper. So let's say you buy one a couple of months from now at a used store, you could pay technically around 2,000, 2,500 rupees for it. And you could trade it back in or sell it off to somebody 6 months from there for around 1,500 bucks, which makes your effective price for playing that game around 1,000 rupees. But over here, you only have to buy the digital version and you cannot sell it off. So you are going to be spending more per game. Now, of course, if you're somebody who's just going to have the Series X and still download games digitally, you're not going to see much of a difference. But over here, you do get an option of going the disc route if you want to. And another point worth noting is that the download sizes are going to be a little higher because it's going to have those 4K textures and whatnot. For some games, it could be up to 30%. That could be up to a 30% difference in the file sizes for both of these. And one more point to keep in note, the Series S comes in at $299. This is $499 in the US. So there's about a $200 difference, but you get half the storage, and the memory card, the proprietary one right now costs $220. So that is more than the difference between these two. So, you know, it does make more sense to buy the Series X than the Series S. But if you're on a very tight budget and you're not somebody who's going to game a lot, you're going to play that occasional game that you really like on your console, then maybe you could give this a shot. This is the cheapest rate of entry into the next gen, no doubt about it, but the long-term costs are going to be higher. So anyways, that's just something I wanted to let you guys know. I am going to spend more time with these, and then I will have more detailed videos for you guys. Would you like to see a comparison between the Series S and the Series X, like on a 4K TV, what kind of differences that they are gonna end up, what you're gonna end up seeing? If yes, let me know, leave a comment down below. And I just wanted to do a simple little unboxing. This, again, I am trying something different now, so your feedback is very important. So if you are one of the very, very few people who made it all the way to the end, congrats. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about this video. And I guess that's pretty much it. Thanks for your time. Thanks a lot for watching. Thumbs up, thumbs down, subscribe, notifications, bell icon, all that stuff. Till next time, my name is Ash. You've been watching C4E Tech, and I'm signing off for now. You guys have a great day. Bye-bye.